They grew up in the same two-bedroom apartment on the same broken street in the same city that everyone was trying to leave, shared the same bedroom until Alex was 16, wore hand-me-down clothes, ate the same meals every night without complaint. Their mother worked 2 jobs without ever complaining. They watched her leave before sunrise and come home after dark, 7 days a week, every week, for years. She never told them they were poor, but they knew. Alex and Marcus made a promise to each other when they were teenagers. They would get out, not just survive, get out. Build something real, something their mother could point to and rest. They both kept that promise. They both studied. They both worked part-time through school. And on the same week, in the same month, they both landed their first real jobs. Same salary, $3,800 a month. Same starting line. They had made it out. They had done the impossible thing their neighborhood said couldn't be done. For one perfect moment, they were exactly equal. What happened next would separate them forever. The day Alex received his first real paycheck, he sat in his car for 10 full minutes, just staring at it. He'd never seen that number with his name printed beside it before. He read it 3 times to make sure it was real. He called Marcus that night. "We made it. We actually made it." Marcus agreed. But when he hung up the phone, he did not celebrate. He opened his notebook and drew 2 columns. Income on the left, expenses on the right, and a 3rd column at the far edge that Alex had never thought about before. Gap. The space between what comes in and what goes out. Marcus circled that word and stared at it for a long time. Alex spent that first weekend celebrating. A new outfit from a store he had always walked past but never entered, dinner at a restaurant with prices that used to embarrass him, a bottle of something expensive he could not quite pronounce but had always wanted to try. He deserved it. He had worked for this his entire life. And besides, it was just the beginning. There would always be more money coming. There was always next month. Within 3 months, Alex had moved into a new apartment, nicer neighborhood, bigger rooms, better view from the window. His rent went from $800 a month to $1,600 a month. He told himself he had earned it. He bought a car on finance, nothing excessive, just something that matched where he was going, not where he came from. $480 a month, a small price for the feeling it gave him every morning pulling out of the garage. New clothes for the new job, a gym membership in a better part of town, streaming services, food delivery apps, subscriptions he barely used but somehow could never bring himself to cancel. Every upgrade felt logical in the moment. Every expense felt justified by itself. By month 4, Alex had successfully upgraded every single area of his life, and he had spent every single dollar doing it. His bank balance at the end of each month looked almost identical to what it looked like when he was broke, but this time, the emptiness came with a much nicer view. He felt successful. He looked successful. He posted the pictures that said successful. But success and the feeling of success are 2 completely different things, and Alex had accidentally mastered only one of them. Marcus had kept his old apartment, $800 a month, same neighborhood he grew up in, same small kitchen, same view of the parking lot he had stared at as a child. His coworkers assumed he was still saving to move somewhere better. His mother worried he wasn't doing well. His friends did not understand why nothing about his life had changed after getting a real job. Marcus let them wonder. He understood something that none of them could see yet. He called it the gap, the space between what you earn and what you spend. Most people allow that gap to close itself, through lifestyle, through comfort, through the quiet pressure of wanting to look like they are doing well. Marcus kept his gap open, and into that gap, every single month, he poured $500. Month 1, $500 invested. Month 2, $500 invested. Month 3, the same. Every month, without exception, without any drama, without a single person knowing or congratulating him for it. He drove the same old car, ate at the same places, wore the same clothes until they were genuinely worn through. From the outside, Marcus looked exactly the same as the day he started working, not a single visible sign of progress anywhere. But underneath the surface, something was growing, slowly, silently, the way all real things grow, without making noise, without asking for attention, without needing anyone to watch. 3 years in, Alex received a promotion. His salary jumped to $5,200 a month. He was proud. He had worked for it. He celebrated with the same logic he always used. I earned more, I deserve more. So, he upgraded again. Bigger apartment, newer car, a weekend trip he had been putting off. The lifestyle seemed to have an appetite that grew at exactly the same speed as his income, consuming every raise the moment it arrived, leaving nothing behind. He wasn't irresponsible. He wasn't buying yachts or gambling or wasting money on obvious foolishness. He was simply living, normally, comfortably, the way every single person around him was living. That was precisely the trap. It looked exactly like success from every angle. Marcus kept his old apartment. Same buy-up, same jump in salary. He moved an extra $200 into his investments, now $700 a month, and kept everything else in his life completely, deliberately, intentionally the same. By year 3, Marcus had invested $21,000 of his own money. With compound interest working quietly underneath everything, his portfolio had grown to $57,800. He had not touched it once, not looked at it more than once a month, just planted it and walked away. Alex had $400 in savings. He knew the number was embarrassing. He told himself, and anyone who asked, that he would catch up later. There was always later. Later was always just around the corner. Later never seemed to arrive. On a Tuesday morning in October, in the 5th year, both brothers received the same email. Their department was being restructured. Both their roles were eliminated. They had exactly 30 days. Alex read the email 3 times. Then he opened his banking app. Then he closed it. Then he opened it again as if the number might somehow be different the second time. It was not. His rent was due in 11 days, his car payment in 14, his phone bill, gym membership, streaming services, food delivery, all automated, all patient, all arriving regardless of whether he had a job or not. 5 years of earning, over $250,000 in total income had passed through his hands, and he had 11 days before the walls began to close in. Marcus read the same email. He opened his investment account, looked at the balance, $51,300, closed his laptop, made himself a coffee, sat down at his same small kitchen table, and started thinking about what he actually wanted to do next. He had 18 months of living expenses sitting in his account. He had time. He had options. He had the one thing that money actually buys when you build it correctly. Not things, not comfort, not status. Freedom from panic. The ability to think clearly when everyone else is drowning. Alex called Marcus that night. He didn't have to say much. The silence said enough. Marcus already knew. They met at their mother's kitchen table, the same table they did homework on as children, the same table they ate rice and beans on when there was nothing else, the same table where their mother used to tell them, one day it will be different. It would only be different if they chose it to be. Alex looked at his brother for a long moment. Then he asked the question he had been too proud to ask for 5 years. How are you not scared right now? Marcus was quiet. Then he reached into his jacket pocket and placed a single folded piece of paper on the table between them. On that paper were 2 columns, 5 years of numbers. Alex's column showed over $250,000 in total income earned across 5 years and $400 remaining. Marcus's column showed the exact same income and $51,300 quietly sitting and growing. Alex stared at those numbers for a long time. Marcus let him look. He did not rush him. He did not explain. He understood that some truths need space to land, that the silence around a hard number matters as much as the number itself. Finally, Marcus spoke. He said, "I did not earn more than you. I did not get lucky. I did not have a secret. I just stopped allowing my lifestyle to grow faster than my wealth. That was the only difference. That was the only thing." Alex thought about the apartment that cost twice as much but made him feel twice as worthy, the car that announced his arrival before he even stepped out of it, the restaurant dinners and the new clothes and the subscriptions that quietly said, "I am doing well. Look at me. I am doing well." None of it had built anything. None of it had created a single dollar of actual freedom. Every single thing he bought had simply disappeared, traded for a feeling that never lasted quite as long as the bill that followed it. Meanwhile, Marcus had not suffered. He had not deprived himself of joy or comfort or the right to enjoy his life. He had simply refused, quietly, consistently, invisibly, to let his lifestyle grow faster than his wealth. In the gap between his income and his lifestyle, he had been quietly building something no one could see, no one could take, and no crisis could touch. Something that grew while he slept, something that protected him when the ground moved, something Alex had unknowingly been trading away, one upgrade at a time. The raise that went into a bigger apartment instead of an investment account, the promotion that funded a newer car instead of a growing portfolio, the bonus that became a vacation instead of a foundation. Added together, over 5 years, the cost of Alex's lifestyle was not just money, it was options, it was time, it was freedom. Let us look at the numbers clearly. Alex earned $3,800 a month for 3 years, then $5,200 for 2 more. Over 5 years, approximately $265,000 passed through his hands. He had $400 left. That means $264,600 was spent on things that are gone. Marcus invested $500 a month for the first 3 years, then $700 a month for 2 more. His total personal contribution over 5 years, $34,800, and an average 10% annual return. Compound interest turned that $34,800 into $51,300. He created $16,500 from nothing, from time, from patience. Now imagine Marcus continues for another 5 years. Same habit, same consistency, no change. At year 10, his $700 a month compounding at 10% will be worth approximately $134,000 from a man who never earned an extraordinary salary, from a man who kept the same small apartment and the same old car. The apartment Alex chose over investing cost him not $800 extra per month. It cost him the $800 multiplied by time and compound interest. Every dollar you spend is not just that dollar, it is every future dollar that dollar would have become. That is the real price of lifestyle inflation. That is what Alex was actually paying. Alex sat with all of this for a long time. Then he looked at Marcus and asked, "Is it too late for me?" Marcus shook his head. He said, "It is only too late if today is the last day you are willing to make a different decision." Marcus pushed a fresh piece of paper across the table. On it, he had written 3 simple steps. Step 1, find your gap. Step 2, automate $50, $100, or $500 into an investment every month before you spend anything else. Step 3, never allow your lifestyle to grow faster than your wealth. That was it. 3 steps. No complexity, no secret, just the discipline to begin. Their mother came and sat with them at that table that night, the same woman who worked before sunrise and came home after dark, the woman who never complained. She looked at her 2 sons and she said, "I didn't work all those years so you could impress strangers. I worked so you would never have to do what I did." That was the moment Alex understood. Wealth was never about impressing anyone. It was never about the apartment or the car or the clothes that said, "Look, I made it." It was about never having to work 2 jobs without complaining. It was about having options when the ground moved. It was about being free. Wealth is not built in the moments when you earn more. It is built in the moments when you choose not to spend more. In the quiet decision to keep your gap open. In the discipline of paying your future self before your present comfort. In the patience to let time do what only time can do. Alex and Marcus both started at the same place, same street, same apartment, same hunger, same paycheck. The only thing that was ever different between them was one quiet decision made consistently over time. Not a big decision, not a dramatic moment, just a small one made again and again and again. Small decisions, massive consequences.
Subscribe to Compound Mind, and every single week I will give you one story, one lesson, one truth about money that the people who built real wealth already know. Your gap is waiting. The only question is, when do you decide to protect it?